Hey guys, it's Hayden, your teen librarian here, checking in from the storytime room. It's probably been a couple of years since you guys have been in here, but it was the only quiet place in the library where I could sneak away and do some recording for you guys. Just wanted to do a little book talk for the month of December and onward. I've got 6 new books to highlight from the middle readers and a couple from downstairs for, the people who are kind of in between. But I think you might find something interesting in here, as well as a couple things that I'm pretty excited about. So first up here, if you think Chronicles of Narnia meets indigenous peoples, native people stories, you will get The Barren Grounds. The glare is kind of tough on this one. The Barren Grounds by David A. Robertson. It's one that I am currently working through right now. It is a lot of fun, and I think you guys would really like it. I'll give you a quick synopsis of it. Morgan and Eli, 2 indigenous children forced away from their families and communities, are brought together in a foster home in Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's in Canada. They each feel disconnected from their culture and from each other and struggle to fit in at school and at their new home until they find a secret place walled off in an unfinished attic bedroom. Sounds a lot like The Wardrobe. A portal opens to another reality, Aski, bringing them onto frozen, barren grounds where they meet Ochek, the fisher. The only hunter supporting his starving community, Misewa, Ochek welcomes the human children, teaching them traditional ways to survive. But as the need for food becomes desperate, they embark on a dangerous mission. Accompanied by Eric, a sassy squirrel they catch stealing from the trapline, they try to save their world before the icy grip of winter freezes everything, including them. Once again, that is The Barren Grounds by David A. Robertson. Very excited about this. Next up here, we have a debut graphic novel from LaMotte. It is called Measuring Up. 12-year-old Cece has just moved from Taiwan to Seattle, and the only thing she wants more than to fit in at her new school is to celebrate her grandmother Amma and her 70th birthday. Since she can't go to Amma, Cece cooks up a plan to bring Amma back to her by winning the grand prize in a kids' cooking contest to pay for the plane ticket. There's just one problem. Cece only knows how to cook traditional Taiwanese food. After her pickled cucumber debacle at lunch, she's determined to channel her inner Julia Child. Can Cece find a winning recipe to reunite with Amma, a way to fit in with her new friends, and somehow find herself too? You can find out by reading Measuring Up by LaMotte. Again, it's a very colorful graphic novel. You can come on down and grab it whenever you would like. We're here. Next up here we have, where is it? Next up, you have a very familiar name in JK Rowling. She wrote all of the Harry Potter books. I'm sure most of you or some of you have read them. If not, I highly recommend those as well. But this one comes with a little bit of the story. When all of this Corona stuff hit, JK Rowling started writing chapters from the Ichabod and wrote them, so this is her book, The Ickabog. She started writing chapters online where people could read them, and children started illustrating along with the chapters that she was releasing. And so that's what's kind of contained here in these books. Chapter by chapter, each of them have little illustrations in them, and then she finished up her story and put it all in the book, The Ichabod. Once upon a time, there was a tiny kingdom called Cornucopia, as rich in happiness as it was in gold, famous for its food. From the delicate cream cheeses of Kurdsburg to the hopes of heaven pastries in Shoeville, each was so delicious that people wept with joy as they ate them. But even in this happy kingdom, a monster lurks. Legend tells of a fearsome creature living far to the north in the marshlands, the Ichabod. Some say it breathes fire, spits poison, and roars through the mist as it carries off wayward sheep and children alike. Some say it's just a myth. And when that myth takes on a life of its own, casting a shadow over the kingdom, two children, best friends Bert and Daisy, embark on a great adventure to untangle the truth and find out where the real monster lies, bringing hope and happiness to Cornucopia once more. So again, The Ickabog by JK Rowling. Coming up here next, Shiela Averbuch. She has a debut novel called Friend Me. This is a more techie sort of current events and current technologies, kind of the cool stuff that's going on in the world, and some of the dangers that happen. Roisin hasn't made a single friend since moving from Ireland to Massachusetts. In fact, she is falling apart under constant abuse from school bully Zara. Zara torments Roisin in person and on social media. She makes Roisin the laughingstock of the whole school. Roisin feels utterly alone until she bonds with Haley online. Finally, there's someone who gets her. Haley is smart, strong, and shares anti-mean girl memes that makes Roisin laugh. Together, they are able to imagine what life could look like without Zara. Haley quickly promises to become Roisin's lifeline. Then, Zara has a painful accident, the police investigate, and Roisin panics. Could her chats with Haley look incriminating? Roisin wants Haley to delete her copies of their messages, but when she tries to meet Haley in person, she can't find her anywhere. What's going on? Her best friend would never have lied to her, right? Or is Haley not who she says she is? You can read Friend Me by Shiela Averbuch to find out. This one I am pretty excited about here. If you guys know the Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library book and the series, you'll recognize the author Chris Grabenstein, or Grabenstein, I'm not sure, I think it's Grabenstein. He has a new book called The Smartest Kid in the Universe. 12-year-old Jake's middle school is about to be shut down unless Jake and his friends can figure out how to save it. When Jake spies a bowl of jelly beans at the hotel where his mom works, he eats them, as any 12-year-old would do, right? But these weren't just jelly beans. One of the scientists at his mom's conference is developing the world's first ingestible information pills, and that's just what Jake ate. Before long, Jake is the smartest kid in the universe. But the pills have not been tested, and everybody wants him. The government, the mega corporations, and not all of them are good people. Can Jake navigate the ins and outs of his newfound geniusdom, not to mention the ins and outs of middle school, and use his smarts to save his school? You can find out in The Smartest Kid in the Universe. Come on down and grab it at any time. We're here. We can't say that enough. Come on down and visit. If you make just a quick trip, get a couple books, and get home, perfect. Love it. Last thing here we have for your dog lovers out here. This is A Dog-Friendly Town by Josephine Cameron. She wrote another book last year called Maybe a Mermaid. I know that was pretty popular around here, so this is the next book from her. 12-year-old Epic McDade isn't ready for middle school. He'd rather help out at his family's dog-friendly bed and breakfast all summer or return to his alternative elementary school in the fall, where learning feels, safer. But change comes in all shapes and fur colors. When Carmelito, California is named America's #1 dog-friendly town, all the top dogs and their owners pour into Epic's sleepy seaside neighborhood for a week of celebration. The McDades are in dog heaven with all the new business until a famous dog's jeweled-encrusted collar goes missing. Every guest is a suspect, and Epic will have to embrace new friends and new ideas to sniff out the culprit before the week is through. Again, for your dog lovers, A Dog-Friendly Town by Josephine Cameron. So, like I've said a couple times in this, come on down. Grab a book, grab a couple books. Bring a friend, do whatever you need to do. The library's open. We just ask that you stay safe, be healthy, enjoy your Christmases, your New Year's, everything that comes up. If you want to come out and check out a book, please do. If you want to come in January, check out a book. Do that. We're here for you, and we keep getting new books. So we'd love to see them move. We'd love to see your faces. We'll see you later.